What is going on, everybody? Your McLaren Speed Shop World Champion coming at you, and we got a little bit of a deck edit that I'm recommending you guys experiment around, and it's centered around this card right here, Uta. The reason I put this card and I'm trying it over Law is just because I feel like I don't use Law's ability too much. Like it's really situational, but end game, Uta's ability can straight up win you games. It's actually kind of nuts. Like the way I've been using Uta for combos, and that's been helping me against especially RP Luffy, because endgame, if they put up blockers, they attack you, you get to rest up one of your opponent's characters of cost 5 or less. So against any of my opponents that I get Uta out on, I've been able to, like, endgame, if they set up blockers, use Uta's ability when they attack. Like if they attack you, you can use Uta's ability, rest their blocker, and then your next turn, you're just like free if they only have the one blocker out. And against RP Luffy, that's been huge, because let's jump into a Luffy deck real quick. If I'll find it, the unbans one. So this was one of the ones I've been messing around with, and as you can see, their top blockers, whether they run Queen or Kid, is 5 cost. There's no blockers above 5 cost, and then even if they run Law as well, it's kind of huge. But yeah, you can use Uta's ability, rest either of their blockers end game. Like if they try to stack blockers, you can rest one, especially if you get them down, and it just helps you withstand and get another opportunity to kind of burn the cards out of their hand. Because again, the stuff they're going to be running, they got the Rad Beams, they got the Jet Gatlin, they got the 2Ks, you know, like here they got the Search as well, the early game to pull like Radical Beams and stuff like that for them end game. And yeah, it's a pretty tough matchup just because the 6K is really annoying to deal with. Like, you're basically down. The 6K, it makes it so you have to spend your Don attacking them, and that means you can't get characters out as well and stuff like that. But yeah, my best advice though going up against this guy is just straight up board control early. Try to get out as many characters as you can if you can, because a lot of these guys will push the aggression just because their early game, they don't really have too much they can do. They need to ramp up so they can go for the end game like sweep with Gear 5 Luffy, and that's what they'll be trying to do with like a Whitebeard and then Kid. Ramp up to them, get boost, and then try to trip you down. They try to chip you down to 1 and then go into Luffy, because it doesn't really super matter, because unless you have a bunch of blockers out, if they get you down to 1 life, you can't withstand they can attack you with 7. Like as soon as they put him out, they get the ability here. They can attack you with 7. Then they get another turn, which boosts them all the way up to like a half or down. They'll be up like 4 active with 1 rested. So then they can attack you with 12 with this, and then up to 10 again with the Luffy. And that's why the end combo, you just can't beat it if you only have the 1 Don, if you don't have blockers out. But that's why I've been experimenting with this to take them down, and also help us just beat other people too, because Uta is a blocker, which just helps out against all the other people that are just super aggressive, and anyone that sets up like late game blockers and stuff, being able to use that -1 Don. Because normally at the end of the game, at least the way I've been like playing, like if you jet pistol mid game, you'll have extra Don, and then especially if you kind of save up, you get Kid out. Kid's pretty big because you can just like feed off the active Don into your Rad Beams and stuff as well. And yeah, you don't need, for Uta's ability, it doesn't need to be an active Don. It just is any Don. So any rested Don, when they attack, you use Uta's ability, rest whoever. Like if they have end game, it's super clutch to rest their blockers. But also mid game and stuff too. If they have multiple characters out and you want to get rid of one, you can just for -1 rest them, and then that allows you to just be able to attack instead of having to waste our power reducers and stuff like on their active characters. Being able to just -1 rest them, and then being able to attack with whoever else you got on the board has been kind of big for me as well. And it just kind of opens up more angles for us to kind of navigate, especially with some of the tough matchups. And I just don't want us getting like stuck in just some not great matchups, and this card helps open up more avenues for the defensive side of things, which is like kind of fun because it's something we don't run like the counter cards and stuff besides like the Rad Beams now. But yeah, you get extra blockers, I've been just experimenting with this card. This is why I have so much and I have one Law, but I'll probably play around the numbers. But I just wanted to keep Law here for like reference as well. But then we have the Wires as well and Kid. So we got a decent amount of our characters being blockers, and then our other ones are all about getting us Don. And then we have Zoro to just pop off, and then we have Ace, who I know Ace is so, I know a lot of people are just on the fence with Ace, but playing around Ace has just helped me win games. A lot of the games I get Ace out, I win, just because it's a really strong card. The only problem is like you just have to be able to get up to the 7 Don. That's the issues. If I'm not able to get up to the 7 Don, then he's kind of like a dead card in your hand because he doesn't have counter. But if you are, then I feel like you got a good shot beating anyone, because his abilities -3, -3. There's basically 2 character cards that you're gonna be able to take out with whatever once you get 2/7. So, and then if you're able to withstand like their next turn, then you got the 7k attack, and just end game having Ace with 7k just allows you to do so much more with your Don, and it's been very helpful. It's also been like being able to hit the chain progression, like Kid into Ace too is big, because you go Kid and then Ace, and then that turn you're able to do the -3, -3, and then when you minus the 3 with whatever, Kid gives you the active one down back to hit the rad beam. Or just having 1, if you're battling RP Luffy, Kid gives you that 1 to then swing with your leader, or like whatever 5k characters you got out, you know. And just been helpful, because against RP Luffy, they don't run any removal cards. So being able to get out like Zoro early or Beppo has been pretty clutch too for me, just because the when attacking abilities against everybody but Sakazuki and RP Law are very, very strong. And they become immediate like threats. Like your opponent, if your opponent doesn't get rid of your like when attacking abilities when they can, they're straight, they're kind of trolling, you know. But yeah, trying out Uta, so giving a recommendation to you guys to try this card out as well. And then the only other card, I don't know where I'd find room in, but another card with a ability like this, if you don't want a blocker, was like Kamazo. So this Kamazo on KO, Don -1. So the only thing I would say with him being, his is on KO, which means like against like Sakazuki and stuff, you can use, if you wanted to factor him in, the Don -1 when they would have to bottom deck you. Basically, that's the only thing. This card would have to get bottom decked against anything else. You basically Don -1 KO character with 5 or less on the field. I've been thinking about testing this out. I just haven't yet, just because I like Uta being the blocker, but this being on KO is kind of big. I just don't know where I'd factor it in the deck right now, but I might in the future test this out. And so yeah, dropping this for you guys to like play around with too. But yeah, Uta, it's been cool for me so far, and yeah, jump into some RP Luffy games and do my best to kind of show things out and how to beat these guys. Again though, if you don't get Uta, the best way to beat them in my experience is just board control early. I try to break the games down. Turns 1 and 2, they get nothing. Turns 3 and 4, like at the end of turn 4, if they have nothing on the field, then I feel like you got a great shot to win. Normally though, turn 4 they'll probably have Whitebeard or Kid, which is like okay, because as long as you got the 2 Don, you're still fine to play around that. And then we still have their power removal to try to get rid of any of like a Whitebeard or a Kid. But yeah, the best thing I got though, you just have to try to get as many bodies out on the field, and then just continuously just attack them for that 6k to get them to burn through stuff, and then it just gives you the opportunity end game, if you're able to save up for Ace, to beat them. Like end game, being able to just launch a big attack on them is just been the best way for me so far to beat these guys. And yeah, jump into some games and show you guys how it goes. All right, we're jumping in RP Luffy. I'm trying to figure out what it's the thing I'm gonna attack. But we'll see. We're going second. So they drew a radical beam. All right, well, we'll already be starting off on the back foot here. So we'll see what they do. see. I wonder if they're gonna attack with both. No, we'll keep that for later. Okay, they got Zoro. So Joro is a bit of a problem. We're gonna have to get this man up out of here. So how do I want to go about this? So use him on him. Scoop. We got the boys here. So bring them in. So that means should just whop them for. Because if I did 6, I bring in Zoro, but Zoro's not strong enough. Should I get? Actually, yeah, let's do that. We'll just get some bodies in this round. We'll take one shot, get him to burn something. Okay. So this way we can just like 1, 2, 3, get him out of here, bring in the boys. So we'll be at 3 for next turn, and then we're gonna just take a bunch of shots at this guy and see what we can do here. So I can take one more, and then now we need to kind of protect things. Okay. So draw a card, draw our done. So we're sitting at 5. I don't super have to worry about these cards right now. He's got 1, so he can beam up. So I'm at 5, they're at 6. Alright, so let's swing. There's 1. Swing again. Okay, we get him to burn a Nami, which is kind of nice. Then I have 3. So I'm going to smack him now for 8. I'll get him to burn maybe the Rad Beam. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that. So 1, 2, 3. Neither of them really matters. So we'll scoop this out. Bring in our bear. So it gets us to 3. And then we're just going to rinse and repeat with that. So they're up to 9. They get Kid, which is fine. Because where am I going to be at? 5. So we can get rid of him next turn. The only issue is I need to kind of start blocking out a little bit. So what is he is attacking me with 7. So I can get out with this. So yeah, 7, 8. Gotta block while we can. Alright, we get this, which is fine. So I'm at 5. So he's at 7. Actually, no, if I want to get rid of Kid, I can't do that because I need to do. Unless I scoop him and bring in another bear. Probably do that. -1. Drop him down to 3. And then. Dang, the 7 is so tough. But we'll attack him 8 and 7. Alright, get him to burn that. So 1, 2, 3. Get this guy out of here. Bring in another bear. Keep us at 3. Alright, it just kind of depends what he has right here, though. If he gets another power boost, it's going to be a bit annoying. If he has another Kid or the Whitebeard. That's what we're... Okay, he's attacking me. Well, I got nothing for that, so we'll do that. 2 blockers. How do I want to approach this then? So just attack regular. Get the blockers out. And then we'll have to bring in our Uta blocker. So where I'm at. Okay, we can do this with both. Alright. 6 on 6. Takes a life. Interesting. 6 on 6. He's thonking. Okay. Attack him again. 6 on 6. Okay, blocks 1. Attack him again. Okay, so I could... Do we attack him again? What do I have? I have these. Yeah, I can put out Uta regardless. And whatever he does, I can rest this guy. Okay. Alright, I mean, I'll take that. 1, 2, 3. Clear their board. Bring in Uta. Alright. We just gotta make it through this turn, though. Which is the problemo. I knew that was coming. Man! So wait, what can he attack me with, though? We got a shot. He's attacking for 7? Okay. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. It's not over. Just depends what this guy's got. So I don't know what they be running, but we'll see. So 12 on 5. Let's just block that. Don't need to use a card action. So they have 4. They don't have another blocker. We're good. Ooh, okay, he's attacking one of our homies. So he's thinking he can block out. Okay. Actually, I think we're fine. So 6 on 6. So there's that. 6 on 6. There's that. Yeah. All right. There we go. We did it. We cracked the code on this guy a little bit. Yeah. I think your best bet is just pumping out bodies, and obviously we got lucky because he didn't really prioritize the field control. And if they don't do that, then he plenty of bodies on him. But it's just. Even just taking the small attacks, trying to get the bodies out, is kind of your best bet. And then again, the field control. But also too, we do need to just play around like their hand, because they do like some of their counters are like discard and stuff like that. But yeah, the best success I've been having against these guys has just been trying to get his multiple bodies out and protecting the bodies on the field. And also too, playing around 2 life. 2 life, most important thing is this, and then if you can keep your blockers. Obviously didn't get to test out the Uta blocker effect, but what I was going to do, like if he had a card for his law blocker still, and like countered out and kept the law up, when his next attack, I was going to use Uta, use that ability and rest law, just so against like these guys that put up all these blockers, like Uta's strong, because it's a 5 cost or less, and all the blockers these people run are like 5 or less, like 4 cost and 5 cost, like Queen, Kid, and Law. So just for the end game when they're being annoying and kind of like sticking around, that's why I kind of put this, I've been experimenting with this card just for that situation. And I mean, it's just another blocker, so yeah, we get the dub on RP Luffy. Yeah, just try to get as many bodies out on the field as you can, and just poke at them, and just hope they don't have enough stuff to just be able to counter out of everything. And if you were able to just keep being relentless and protecting the people on the field, then you can beat these guys. But it also just depends. I don't know, he played kind of weird. I was very surprised. He was just going for a life like every turn instead of the field control, which just gave me the advantage to continually like burn through his hand. But I mean, if that's how they're gonna play, then all you gotta do is just like prioritize that, and then you'll just be able to take a bunch of shots at it. But we'll look for another one. All right, we're jumping in. RP Luffy, they chose to go second. Interesting. I'm gonna mulligan out because we need not that. And we'll have to end our turn, so it's gonna be tough. We'll see if we can bring it back though. Okay, there we go. We got to bail out. I'll deploy this, get this stuff set up. Get a draw one, trash one. I guess we'll trash Sanji just in case for Otama. Just with the minus 2,000. And we'll keep it rolling here. Alright, they're attacking us. That's fine. No trigger on that. Need some character action though. Okay, they got a counter. And they throw down Zoro. We aren't going to stand for this. So I'll probably throw down Otama on that guy. We throw down the Zoro of our own. But I'm going to wait. It's going to launch a couple attacks at him. 7 on 6. Okay, they take the hit, which is fine. Now they definitely have to burn something. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Get him out of here. And I'll bring our own Zoro in. We draw one, get to trash one. Dang. Minus 3,000, minus 5,000. I'll get rid of this for now. I hope I don't regret that. But we should be okay, because he's only at 6. He didn't get the ramp. But definitely need to bring something here. So, okay, never mind. Now he's got it. For next turn, though. Next turn, he'll be at 9, so he'll be at the full 10. So, 8 on 5. I could block this. You know what? Let's block it. Let's see what. Feeling a little silly. I don't have the stuff I need to make anything wacky happen, unfortunately. So attack him 6 on 6. Alright, kind of that. Attack him again, 6 on 6. So I only have this. Okay, we got him down there. Attack him again. Okay, what are we at? So I'm at 4. Next turn we at 6. I don't know if I go down to be 1 then 3. Yeah, we just gotta do that. Gotta get him to, he'll waste attacking these guys. So 5 on 4. No. I'll make him think. I'll make him thonk about it. Up to the full 10. Okay. Well, good news is he can't get both of them. Alright, he's attacking that one. That's fine. Alright, and remember how I told you about the one thing I regret the Gamma Knife tremendously now. So he's at 8,000. I can only do that. But we just do that. Unfortunately, I need survive a turn, and it just depends on what he's got up here. So I can get rid of Whitebeard, maybe. Okay, so we did that. I have all this. Let me do this. Okay, now he takes a hit. Throw down Kid. 1, 2, 3. I'm at 7. If I got rid of that, I get 1. Go down to 4, get 1 at 5, then we'd be able to do that. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So 1, 2, 3. Go to them. Bring in Blocker Law, which gives us the 1. So now we have Rad Beam as well. So I can block a beam. And yeah, let's see what he does, what he's got. So attacking me directly, 10 on 5. So that means he's got the big Luffy. But I can take one. Okay. Okay, he's got Whitebeard again. That's fine. So 8 on 4 with that. If I do this in Rad Beam, we could maybe keep a... So 6. There we go. Keep them up. Keep them all alive. So I have 7 exactly. So I could... I'll just swing so I can get the 1. Alright, so now we have this. I can drop Ace. Go bang, bang. So he's at 7,000. He's at 7,000. I could Gordo him down to 4,000. Then we can kill him. And then it's just this one's the problem. And then attacking him is the issue. So do that. Do this again. So now he's at 4,000. I need to use my ability, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3. Do I want to bring either of these guys in? No. So attack him 6 and 4. See what they do. It's gonna be tough. I don't know. Next turn. I mean, if I can make it through this turn, we have a chance. But I have to get rid of this guy. So if he saves him, I don't know if he'll save him with the Rad Beam or whatever he's got. And then, well, yeah, if he does that, then I gotta go for the other 2 attacks. We have to get rid of this guy. Alright, they're thinking. Okay, so they did that. Then I have to do that. Alright, so we got rid of him, which is fine. So we got him low on cards at least. It just kind of depends what happens here. But I mean, it's not over. We got a chance. It just depends on the counters they have. Because I got 1 blocker and I got 2 life. Just depends what wacky stuff they have in here. Because ideally, they don't have another Whitebeard. So Kid maybe, or if they got Gear 5 Luffy. But we're at 2, so we're okay. He's attacking me there, so he definitely has Gear 5 Luffy. So I block. He's gonna attack me. So we gotta block this one. If he attacks me, we're 6. We're fine. He's thinking. So he drops Gear 5 Luffy. What can he get? He gets the 1 bonus, so he gets 7. So we're okay if he does Gear 5 Luffy. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, he's doing it. Okay, so he's going to do this attack. So we're good. Bang, bang. And he's get to go again. Attack us twice. And we got the 2 life. There we go. That's what you got to do. You have to stay at 2 life against this guy. And yeah, he went for it. I wonder. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, he had 2 10s, so he needed the 1 for the Red Beam. So there we go. That feels good. That was like not. We pulled that one back. I feel like with not the ideal start, and able to survive 2 Whitebeards, Gear 5 Luffy. Love that. That feels good. All right, we got some RP Luffy action. and I can try to test out Uta here. Hopefully, we'll see. Just kind of depends how the game goes, unfortunately. So they got us going second again, which is okay. And depending on what they do, so 6 and 5. We're gonna block this one early. Try a little different strat here. Just because I got a bunch of bears. Dang it. Okay, I was hoping you'd not get that. Alright, we get our own Zoro, though, so that's fine. Maybe I should have taken it so I could have got rid of this guy. But it is what it is. Alright, we get him to burn a card at least. So we'll deploy our Zoro. 1, 2, 3. Bring in our bear friend, and there we go. But yeah, not ideal because this card is gonna help him get to that 8 that he needs. So on the next turn, he'll be able to ramp up to 9. But we'll see. Kind of do some trades here. Block 1. Then we'll see what he does. He's got 5, so he could play like a blocker or something. Alright, never mind. He's attacking us, so then he's got 4. Like blocker law is my call. Dang, okay, if I would have taken that, that would have been... Oh, never mind, he's not playing nothing. Okay, interesting. So let's attack. 5 on 4. Okay. Very curious to why he did that. Because he's not down. I wouldn't have expected him to save those. I would have expected him to save those is what I meant. Instead to go down. Okay, so we have 4. So what do I want to do? We could swing, set up another bear. So we're at 6, so drop us down, we get 1. Which I think might be the play here. Try to get this guy down to 2. If only I had a 3. But we'll attack him down at 6. At the very least, get him to burn that other thing. Okay, he wanted to burn it, alright. So that'll let us get Kid out next turn. This guy's playing very interesting. I don't know why he is. He's just playing like super defensive on his life. But I guess we'll see. Okay, Whitebeard. That's fine. Oh, he's attacking me. Okay. Alrighty, so I have 6. If I play Kid, I mean, we got a crazy just wall of blockers up here. So I'll just attack him, get the extra down, so now we're at 7. I mean, I could just swing with all of them and get up. We can get all the way up for next turn. That'd be kind of sick, actually. So I'll do that. Okay, so that leaves me with 2. If I use a Kid's ability, I'll have 1 left. So deploy Kid. Then I can use my ability. So 1, 2, 3. We'll bring in... Just get an Uta going. So then we have 3 here. So how do I want to sit? I could attack again here. Get us up to... So we're at 6. That'd get us to 7. And then we have 2 more blockers as well. And I can just block out too with like Uta, depending on what he plays. So let's do that. Get another one. And then I'll put all 3 of these on here. And we'll swing 1, 8 on 8. Okay, we get 1 of his life down. So if he attacks me, I'll block. If he attacks... Depends on who he blocks, and I guess what he's got. But we do have more blockers to come. So we'll see if this new sort of thing works out. It just depends on who he plays. Whoever he plays, if he plays like blockers, I can use Uta. He's attacking me. He's got 10, so he's trying to do Luffy. Okay, so never mind. I can't use Uta. He's got some Gear 5 Luffy action. Which can't stand for, unfortunately. Now he's thinking about not playing Gear 5 Luffy. Because he was going to attack us, try to get us down. Okay, he's attacking me. Okay, that might be big for next turn. Because we're going to be at 9 Don. So 1 blocker, 2 blockers. Okay. So I'm sitting at 9 Don. Here, drop this guy down to 6. He's got nothing, so whatever counters he's got. So if he's got red beams or something, he can't use those. And then I have more blockers I can bring in as well. So 9, 10. Well, it doesn't really matter with these guys of attack, but if I attack 2 with him, we at least get an active. So, give me there. Alright. And then all I'm going to do is like poke at this guy. Get him to waste these blockers. And depending on what... I want to get his hand down so I can then drop this on him and then get him out of here. That's what my plan is. Because I know he was thinking about Gear 5 Luffy. I feel like that's what he was going for. Okay, so what do I want to do? If I drop him down to 6, that'll leave me with that. I can go 9 on 6. And even if there's nothing he can do to stop that... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 on 6. Alright, sick. And now I can do this. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to get Kid's ability. I bring in Uta. So we got the Rad Beam set up. We got Uta set up for whatever else he puts out. And we'll see what we can do here. So I know he's got a Gear 5 Luffy, which is like the only big issue. So he's attacking like that. We might be able to win next turn. So he's got that. And I want him to get rid of my guys. So we'll just block out. Block out regular. He's still sitting here, though. Okay. Knew that was coming. Which I'm fine with. So we got a Rad Beam to block this attack. And then he only has 2. So we'll see what we can do here. It's gonna be close. It just depends on what cards that he's got there. So no blocker. Rad Beam. So we save that. Now I assume he's got to attack like one of these guys. He's got to attack someone that's rested if he wants a shot to win this. Because if he attacks me, then I'm pretty sure we got this. Okay, 12 on 5. I don't really need them. Because I've got Uta here, so that's fine. Alrighty, so they got 2. Have 2 more blockers, so if it need be, we can put up some more blockers here. I have full 10. Well, he's at what, 12? So if I put 10, what if we just do that? Because where is he? I still have this. If I put 10, that's 15,000. There's like no shot, right, that he could block that. And then even if he does block it, I just put a blocker down. What do you guys think about that? Because he would have to. Well, he's got 2 Rad Beams. Is the issue. So maybe we can draw him out though. See what happens. Okay, he takes 1 life. If I had a power reducer, I would 100% do that. So there's that. Okay. So I'm at 8. If I do that, it would be 14. You'd have to do that. Attack 2 with him. Maybe. Okay. Just want to wear out whatever he's got. Because he's got to use... I feel like he's got to use something here. Okay, so there's 1 Rad Beam. So he definitely has 1 more. So how do we want to do this? Because I could... So 1, 2, 3. Bring in him. So let's deploy another blocker, and then when I use my ability, I can do something else here. 1, 2, 3, because then I'll bring in this law as well. Just throw these on Kid and attack him. They're thonking. Because I know one's got to be a Rad Beam, right? Okay, so I don't know what the other card is. So, -3. 1, 2, 3. Bring this in. Here. Alright, well, that doesn't... Okay, well... Ace would have... Doesn't super help. So, we'll see. We have 1 to give. So he's going to attack. But we're going to block with wire on one of them. And then we're still sitting. We'll be at full down again next turn. So if we can withstand this. He's only got 2. And we might have a chance. We might have a chance here. So I wanted to put down like a blocker or something so I can use Uta. And then we'll be looking great. See the vision here. So I haven't gotten to use the ability in this like since I started like trying to record for it. And in practice it was going pretty. It was okay. It was still situational. But against the red decks, against Luffy in particular, with them being able to put out the blockers and stuff, that was a bit of an issue. No. We'll block that one with wire. Because he's at 6k, so I'd rather just tank everybody, honestly. Because I wonder what they're thinking with the... Because if they play a blocker, then they can't attack because I have Uta. So that's why I also like Uta, because it just puts the pressure. The pressure is just there for them to try to figure something out, you know? Because even if I don't use Uta's ability, in their mind, they're still thinking about Uta's ability. They're like, oh, if I do this and this, you know? Attacking me? Okay, well I gotta block that. Alright, rush Luffy. Alright. See what we can do. We got 2 Sanjis here. He's got 1. Actually, we got him. Just straight up. So I'll attack 6. So we got the bodies. We got the bodies on the floor. There's straight up nothing he can do. Even if this is Rad Beam, he can't withstand here. So there we go. It's a feel good one. Drawn out to turn 7. It's a pretty long battle there. All right, well, they're thonking. Alright, so I'll just do 1, 2, 3. Oh, here. We'll just do... Just to be safe. 6 on 6. The Rad Beam. And then the 6 on 6. Alright, there we go. Got taken out RP Luffy in succession here. Unfortunately, didn't really get to show you guys Uta's ability too much, but I hope you see like the vision though in this matchup is because they run the law blocker and like the queen blocker, and at late game, if you get them down, like having Uta, I think helps us, because just also too like how things worked out for me like at the end there, just had you have plenty of Don at the end of the game, I feel like, and being able to just -1 with Uta, even blocking and then resting like their blockers for your next turn to give you the shot to beat them has been helping me like a little bit against them and Whitebeard. Uta's kind of clutch coming up against those guys. So yeah, getting some W's against the RP Luffy with this strat. And again, the #1 way, I don't know, I feel like it depends on how they play. A lot of people running RP Luffy, I feel like, are just way too aggressive and prioritize just hitting you over like the character board. So if they hit the character board instead, I don't know, you just gotta try to protect your characters for then like again the same life thing, and you keep the characters out and trade in and trade out with like everything. Rad Beams are super helpful in this matchup as well. But yeah, I don't know, pretty close. It normally just, again, depends. The best ways that I've been able to beat them is, again, getting a bunch of characters out and then trying to just do low attacks on them consistently to just burn through their hand. Because the only benefit going up against these guys is they only have the 3 life. So if they're being very protected of their life, then they're going to burn through their hand pretty quick. And that's like all I've got, just because of you pretty much got waste like attacks to draw out. Like he got 3 rad beams on us, you know, and was playing interesting with the Thunder Bagwas, but what are you gonna do? It is what it is. And then yeah, Gear 5 Luffy. Again, if you're able to have the 2 life, it doesn't matter if they play this or not, because then you're surviving. And then luckily we had the blockers as well. I would have done that strat if I had a Gamma Knife or just any way to get him down, or like a Gordon to get him down a little bit. I probably would have done that and then stacked the rest of the Don like on Law and try to attack him if he didn't have the 2 rad beams. And so, but I don't know. It's kind of a judgment call. It depends on the situation. If you have the opportunity, I'd say go for it. Like being able to, again, wipe their board lets you win, just because that's less characters. Like regardless if this guy gets supercharged or not, he can only attack once. So if you keep up the board pressure so that he can't do multiple attacks, if you're able to just kind of withstand that, like the insane aggression, then like late game, you're able to kind of pull it out. So we're at turn 7, which normally is like bad for us, but extending against these guys and getting them to burn through everything in their hand is kind of what you got to do. But again, it's just tough because they've got access to, like, again, the rush characters too, and that's can't really do anything against the rush characters because rush characters are a weakness to us as well. But that's why I put Uta in here, though, for not the rush characters, but for everybody else. Like the blockers is the big thing, because them, like, only being able to go -1 Don and then basically get rid of a blocker, and especially like end game, if you got them down to like 1 or 0 life, that can change the game for you right there. So Uta, recommend. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And also too, yeah, we passed like 750 subscribers, which is absolutely nuts, because I feel I've not been doing this as long at all. But keep pushing. Hopefully we get to 1,000. That'd be sick, because then got some cool plans I want to be able to do to give back to like the community and everything once I get things kind of set up. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, taking out RP Luffy, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.